Hey, we are live. We are live, guys. So today I have my special guest, Joey Bada Bing 22 and Drew from Profit Monsters. What's up, guys?
What's up?
What's up? Let's go!
Let's go!
I would say let's go. I'm just not in the mood today, guys. We were running late today. I got pulled over by the cops. They got me. This time I had a they said I had some dirt on my license plate, so that equaled a $113 ticket. So go figure, right? It's like, yeah, I know.
Like to work.
I know. They're like, get him. I'm just thinking, because I was thinking about stuff. I'm like, okay, I'm not speeding. I'm not reckless driving. I don't, my tags are not expired. What are they going to get me for this time? So, anyways, what's going on with you guys, man? Tell me about everything that's been happening. What's been happening with your new podcast? Tell me everything that's been going on.
So me, Drew, and Josh, we're doing this new podcast, and it's been amazing. We didn't film, but we set up the live on Sunday night. I just got done with bingo, and
I'm sorry, my light. I'm sorry,
it's all right, dude.
Dude, your light looks like you're being interrogated, Drew. You know those lights where it's like hanging over someone's head, and it's like, where were you at last Sunday at 5 p.m.? Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No, you're good. And we've been talking about this live for like months.
There you go. That's good.
And we've been talking about this this podcast for I'm talking 2, maybe 3 months, and just been really excited to do it. We finally got our gears together. We got our wrenches and stuff, and we started playing around, and we finally did it. And I'm so impressed of what we did. And Drew actually bought a Yeti mic like this. We both have the same one. I got a black one. He has the silver one. But we want to make this as professional as possible. We want to be serious about it. And I'm super, super excited. I'm super stoked to even just do this with these group of guys, Drew and Josh. It's really a dream come true. At first, being, in the eBay community, the reselling community.
I'll be right back in just a second. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Just hide your screen. Okay.
That's all right.
But like I was saying, man, I'm just super blessed to even be in the same, room, the same, podcast. It's just literally amazing just to know that we met each other on YouTube. And, this would have never happened if I didn't make a YouTube video, or if I didn't pop on Josh's live, or, I was the type of person who never commented. I never liked anything. I kind of just watched. I was kind of like a bystander. And this was before, I used to watch gaming channels. I'm young. I'm 23 years old. And I never would be like, let me like something or comment or anything. And, I finally was like, I love Josh. He's a role model to me. He still is. I still get amazed, to even talk to him. But yeah, man, it's a true blessing just to do it with these group of guys. And I can't wait to grow with Drew and Josh. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait.
So what's the plan? You guys going to put out a podcast once a week? Because I think Harry Tornado said it's going to be on Monday.
Yeah, it should be out Monday mornings at 7. He posted it on Monday at 6 o'clock at night, but we were just trying to get the niches together, and he's been doing everything. Drew, I want to ask him yo, dude, what can we do to help? Because he's literally doing everything. But yeah, man, it's gonna be every Monday morning around 7 or 8 o'clock. We're definitely gonna have a schedule of when it comes out. I don't know when we're gonna actually do the podcast. We don't have
cool
of when we do it, but it's definitely going to be out every Monday morning. And when you guys are shipping out items or something like that, or you're just driving to work, you could turn that right on and just listen to us. So it's going to be awesome.
Oh, yeah, cool. Are you guys going to have guests on too, or is it just going to be you three guys?
I don't know. I feel like it's just going to be us three, for now.
Okay, cool. I'm going to catch the people in the chat. I don't want them to think I'm leaving them hanging. We got Wendy here. She says, hi, Joey and Jeff. We got Bearded Veteran here today. We got American Made. We got BK from the Rockies. It says like, share, subscribe, and comment. And then see if I missed anybody else. I don't think I did. BK says, that's messed up. Go fight that mess in court. Well, the thing is, every time I go to the courthouse, I don't want to spend all day there to fight a $100 ticket. I'll just pay it and be done with it. Because I drive for this courier company, so inevitably you're just going to get tickets from time to time. I'll just pay it and go on about my day. Because if I can go to work and make $300, $400, $500 at work, why do I want to spend all day fighting the courthouse over a $100 ticket? I'd rather just pay it and then be done and have the rest of the day to do what I need to do. So,
Jeff,
anyways,
can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah, what's up?
Does your company pay for that? Like, if you ever get a ticket?
No, man. I'm an independent contractor, so you're a 1099 employee. So anything, if you have a toll booth, you have to pay for gas, you get a traffic ticket, anything that you get is on you. But I mean, what I'm saying is, I've had checks where you're making $1,500, $1,600, $1,800 a week. That your paycheck is in 1 week. So to me, it's like, it's not the end of the world. If I get a $100 ticket, I'm just going to pay it and go on about my day. I tried to argue with a cop. Cop said, hey, I couldn't read your license plate, and that's against the state law. And I'm like, dude, that sounds like a state law you just made up, officer. I'm like, there's dirt on the car. My tags are not expired. My license plate is perfectly in good working order. I don't know what you're talking about. But like I said, that's life. Stuff's going to happen, you know. I think when I had Buffalo Picker on a week or so ago, he said something from the Bible, and he said, you know, rain is going to shine on the just and the unjust alike. So it don't matter. It don't matter if you're a good person and you're not speeding, you're not reckless driving. They're going to come up with some kind of way they can get you. That's what their job is. So you can't be mad at them, you know. They're just doing their job. So anyways, tell me everything that's been going on. Drew, I saw some of your videos recently. Look here we got today. Reyes, the entrepreneur. Can't wait to get more knowledge on the courier business. I'm hanging out with Reyes. He's going to be here next month in November. So I can't wait to hang out with Reyes. What's up, bro? Thanks for coming out, man.
Dude, I was on a podcast video with Reyes like over a year ago. What's up, man? It's good to see you in the chat. Yeah, he interviewed me like a month or two after I started full-time reselling. I was in an interview with him and Ben from Ready, Set, Resell. We did an interview together, and Ray has put it on his little podcast channel that he was starting. And so, he's one of the channels that I started watching when I learned about reselling. I saw some videos of him like seeing how much money he could make on eBay, and he was like going to thrift stores and stuff. I was like, dang, you know, if he can do it, I can do it. And he's been a big inspiration for me.
Yeah, Reyes is one of my favorite YouTubers, for real. We were just talking about you. I was talking to Felix today from Giant Lifestyle, and he was talking about Reyes. He said, hey, I had him on the channel. We did a video together, and he was talking great things about Reyes. So thanks for hanging out with me today, Reyes. We appreciate you, bro. PK says, shout out to Reyes, the entrepreneur. Thanks for stopping by. We got Greg here. He says, hey, we got Reyes, the entrepreneur. He says, what's up, Drew? Hope things have been good. So, we appreciate you coming by, Reyes, bro. We really do. I just messaged you on Instagram the other day. Hopefully we can meet up when you come down here in Florida. We'll hang out, man. I'm telling you, man, it's you've been down here in Florida before, Reyes, but it's totally different than California. So, Drew, tell me what's been going on with you, man. I saw your video lately. You were climbing through a storage unit. You had that haul, and then you had a bunch of video games that you got the other day. You want to talk a little bit about what's been going on with you lately?
Yeah, man, I just been on the grind, just been doing some bulk buys, and I got another video coming out tomorrow of a bulk buy that I did. I went to St. Petersburg, which is about 2.5 hours away from me, and I drove down there and did a pickup from a bulk buyout of like mid-tier like clothing and shoes and some hats and stuff like that. Those are things I really like to sell, and so I bought him out, and then we met up at the Goodwill bins and we went thrifting together a little bit. And we hung out, so I got a pretty cool video from that. And then the storage unit buyout, I ended up not buying it. At the end of the video, I kind of shared that they ended up wanting too much for it, and we couldn't make a deal. So it was still really cool to like go through the unit and like see if there was potential profit to be made, because when you buy storage units, you normally just buy it and you hope you get your value back. And with this case, it was like a family friend, and it was like their grandfather's, and they were trying to clear it out. And they said, you can look through everything first and then tell us, you know, if it's fair. And I looked through it and then made the video, and it just seemed like it was going to be more work than profit. And I have very limited space, so I don't have like a warehouse where I can just put a bunch of storage unit, like furniture and stuff. My storage unit's getting pretty full as it is. But so, yeah, there was that. And then the Facebook Marketplace haul, the video I just put out, like, I was not expecting that to happen. I went to go buy a Nintendo 64, and I was like, okay, I can flip this and double my money. Video games sell really fast. It'll be an easy, an easy $100 profit item or something like that after I sell the games individually and then sell the console. And when I got there, it just turned into madness. And she had like a bunch of games, and she was moving, and she didn't want to pull everything out. And she changed her mind, and she's like, you know what? Let me just go grab some of it. And we started going through it. And I'm like, you just need to go get everything because I'm going to buy it all. And she grabbed all of it, and she said she thinks there's more. When she gets moved, she'll call me. So there's potential for even more, which is awesome. And I'm really excited about that. But yeah, man, just, taking care of the family, doing listings. I did a live listing like 3 nights ago. I believe it was Sunday night. I did a live listing for 7 hours. I was up till 5:30 in the morning doing listings with my my group chat or the people in the live, and I hit 1,500 active listings. I got like 60 listings done that day. So yeah, it was pretty nice.
Awesome. So tell me, I got a question. If you go to buy a storage unit, will they let you just pick and choose a handful of items you want to pull out of the storage unit, or you got to buy the whole place? You got
to buy the whole thing from an auction. So most of the time, 99% of people are buying storage units from auctions. But in my video, I had mentioned that it wasn't an auction. It was a family friend who was like trying to get out of their storage unit because they only had a couple weeks left for their last month's payment. So they needed to get everything out. And they hit me up and was like, hey, do you want to buy this? Do you want to buy everything in this unit? But they were kind of like, hey, you got to buy it all or none. I ended up getting like a couple of t-shirts from them that I wanted. But other than that, they really didn't want to separate everything. So, but typically with storage units, yeah, you have to buy it sight unseen. Like you can see one picture of the storage unit, but then you don't get to know what the contents are. So no, storage units don't let you just go through it.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if you know somebody that has a storage unit or something is what I was trying to say.
Okay, so this one, yes, they gave me the opportunity to go through it and see if it was enough profit for me, which I was grateful for, and it ended up not being worth it. They originally wanted 2,500, and then they came down to 1,500, and then they came down to 1,000, and then they came down to 600. So, and then after that, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to have to pass. I really only wanted to pay like 250, 300 because I would have had to rent a U-Haul, and I would have had to get another storage unit just for their inventory. And then I would have had to sell the furniture locally and do a lot of moving and hire a buddy to help me move everything out of the storage unit. So I just decided it was too much work for me, especially because this other video I have coming out tomorrow was another bulk buy that I did. And then the Facebook Marketplace deal, like I'm just getting inventory all the time. So I'm not like desperate for inventory. So unless it was going to be like at a really good price or really profitable, it's just not worth it to me.
Awesome. I want to give a shout out to some people in this chat real quick. We got Philly Picker hanging out. Thanks for coming by. We got Vintage Vagabond Vins and BK from the Rockies. He says, Joey, it's all good. So he ain't mad at you for eating your graham crackers. So So Drew, how much money you think you're going to make from the video game buy? You bought a bunch of N64 games and stuff. How much do you think that you're going to make when you flip that online?
Yeah, so I've already started selling
$dollars and like 32 cents.
Yeah, so he's got his calculator pulled out, right?
I've already sold a couple of things from it because I've been listing them already. But my potential gross profit is anywhere between like 1,000 and 1,200 is what I'm estimating.
Okay, cool. Joey, your mic is off.
No, I know. I didn't want to make a sound from the graham cracker.
He's trying to sneak some graham crackers in. This is hanging out with Joey. It's like, I've got to get my graham crackers in. That's cool, man. So,
I gotta eat something.
Okay, bro. I'm sorry. So you're gonna make some good profit after you sell all those N64 games. That's awesome. So Drew, I saw on your live the other day, it said that you usually list items every day on your eBay store. Is that right? Like how many items do you try to list? Because I try to list every day too. I was actually listing right before we went live and before I got pulled over by the police. I think I'm at like 3,800 items or something in my store. And I'm trying to get to 10,000 items. That's my goal. So I got like almost 3,800 items. And like I said, if I can get my goal, because I've only been doing about $750, $800 a week in sales. But I'm thinking if I can reach my goal from going to, I was at 3,500 items and get to 10,000 items, then in theory, my sales should triple as well. So that way, if I can get to the point where I'm making $2,000 or $2,100 a week in sales, that would be, we're talking gross. It's not net. That would definitely help. You just got to grind it out. You got to list a bunch of items. So today I listed a bunch of VHS tapes. I listed a bunch of audio books. I listed some CDs DVDs, video games. I've been listing a bunch of those things. And for some crazy reason last night, I was at Walmart and I was checking out buying some groceries. And as I got to the checkout lane, there's this huge shopping cart full of like sandals and like flip-flops, and they were on sale for like 10 cents a piece. So I bought the whole shopping cart of them, bro. I bought the whole shopping cart. So my whole back seat and trunk was full of these flip-flops. And so I'm thinking in my brain, okay, if I can buy these sandals for 10 cents and sell them for $10, $10 times 200, we should be able to take 200 times $10 and turn $20 into $2,000. That's what I'm thinking. Of course, it's off season, so I don't know if or when they're going to sell. So I want to say hi to some guys in the chat. We got Prison to Profit here. I caught your live on Instagram today, so thanks for coming by and hanging out. And we got Bearded Veteran here. He said, thanks for stopping by, everyone. And I don't want to miss BK from the Rockies and Philly Picker. So how many items do you try to list every day, Drew, on your store?
Oh, it depends, man. It really depends on the day. Cause I got family and I got kids. So I try to make sure that I'm spending time with them, as well. And also, like I'm sure as both of you guys are as well, like I'm a one-man show. So, but, I would say like minimum, I try to list like 5 to 10 items a day minimum. But some days I don't hit that. Like some days I'll get 50 listings done in a day. Some days I'll get 5 listings done in a day. So, it just depends on how things are going. Like yesterday, I was part of Joey's live listing, and I was doing listings during the live. And I haven't done. How many listings have I done today? Maybe a couple. I haven't done much. But I'm going to be cleaning like 40 pairs of shoes tonight. So I'll probably like put on a couple movies, watch some movies or something, and then clean all my shoes. And then tomorrow I'll list all of them. So
awesome. Yeah, I was with you guys. I was there hanging out when you were doing the live listing. I was listing items too, and me and Drew were both saying, Joey, list. And Joey's like, I appreciate you, Drew, for telling me to list. Like I'm like, let's go, Joey, list some items, bro, get them listed. And then somebody in the chat was like, Joey's listed 2 items in like the past hour. I'm like, bro, list. And he's like holding his camera up to the phone, up to the screen, like, look, I listed an item, guys. I'm like, come on, bro, list.
Well, listen. So what I'm working with right now, I bought a little table that's literally kind of like the size maybe of your chest. And, I have this little desk that I bought $2 at Goodwill, and that's all that I have right now. And I put the poster board and I have a little chair that I sit in. But where me and my girl were actually buying an L-shaped desk tomorrow. We found one on Facebook Marketplace. And we're going to have it in the corner so I can have my computer there, and I could have kind of like what Drew has. He has like a section where he can list and kind of like talk at the same time. So that's going to work out for me better because where my camera is, I need it in that angle to like take pictures, and the lighting is good. So I just have to get all that. Once I get the L-shaped desk there, it'll be all good. I'll be listing like no tomorrow. I'll be listing more than Drew, more than anybody in this world. All right.
Art Vandalay is here. What's up, man? Thanks for coming by. We appreciate you coming by and hanging out. So I was going to ask Joey a question, but he's got his mic off. Joey, what's your plan after you get the items listed? Like, you have like a storage, like see how Drew in the background, he's got like totes and stuff to store his items right over his head. Are you going to get something like that to, so that way you can store your items and organize them and put them in bins? Like, what's your plan?
Right. So basically what I have right now is my old dresser from my room. And I'm just putting in like the kind of like the little hard goods inside each drawer. And I know exactly what they're in. In my spare bedroom, I have my, what's it called?
Joey, you have everything on the floor in your spare bedroom.
I don't. Stop. Listen. Well, maybe in my listing room, yes. But listen, just hear me out. So in my bedroom, like my spare bedroom where people could sleep, I have a bed in there. It's my old bed from my room, from my parents' house. And I have the drawers, like I said. And then in the closet, I have all my shoes. And what I did is I got priority boxes, and I have all my shoes just stacked up to the, like all the way in my closet there. And I have all my shoes in there. And then And then I have like my VHS tapes like stacked up in the corner. And I have everything like situated. I just really need bins. Like that's going to be my next step. And I just don't have the room. I just feel like what I'm doing right now is just perfect for me. And once I build up more, because now my girl has, a bunch of stuff now. So yeah, Prison of Profit says it's on the floor. It is, guys, in my listing room. So at my death pile, I need to get going, man. Like I just need to take off work for like a week and just not turn on any social media. Just turn off everything and just take pictures and just
here's what you need to do, Joey. You don't need to take a week off from work because you got to make that bread so you can buy more graham crackers. But what you need to do is you need to take pictures of stuff, have it on your phone, and then on your lunch break, instead of going to Goodwill, sit in your mail truck and do 5 listings. And I tell you, you'll get it done so much faster when you do it like that.
Okay.
You just have it in your truck instead of going to Goodwill and buying more stuff on your lunch break. It's going to be hard at first, because you want to thrift on your lunch break. But if you do that, you just take pictures before you go to bed and have 5 or 10 items you can list. And then when you take your lunch break, you just eat and you bang them out. You know what I mean? Or whatever. And then you don't have to worry about, taking time off or anything like that, because you are already using your lunch break to go thrifting. So you might as well use it to get listings done. And then you don't have to list when you get home. You can spend time with Destiny,
For sure.
I agree with Drew. You don't want to take a whole week off from work. That doesn't make any sense. Now, if you're going to take a week off from work to go on vacation somewhere, I'm down with that. But you don't want to take a week off from work to list items and organize. But I am saying that if once you get to the point where you start getting 1,000 or 2,000 items in your eBay store, you're going to have to figure out a better way of like storing. Like you look over Drew's shoulder, he's got all these different bins, and I'm sure he's got them all marked with like numbers or letters to keep everything organized. So that way, I'm just saying, bro.
I've been doing it this week. I have 8 of these bins are listed for bin A, B, C, D, E, and then I wrote everything up on a spreadsheet. I'll send you the screenshot, Joey. I got everything on a spreadsheet in each bin. So then all I have to do is type in the search bar on that spreadsheet what I sold, and it'll tell me exactly where it is in that bin.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so you can also put items like in your listing, like on the title. You could put like, let's say you were selling a DVD or a video game, you could put like AA or whatever in the title. So that way, when you print off the shipping label, it'll tell you what bin all your stuff's in. It'll say like AA or BB or CC. That way you can be more organized. And like if you watch some of the big guys like Cincinnati Picker, all of his stuff's organized. So when he prints off a shipping label, he knows exactly. He's like, okay, I need to go to bin BB. He opens the bin up and he pulls the item right out. He's like, oh, here it is. So I'm just saying that because you're saying you don't have a ton of space, but if you stack like the bins up like Drew has it, you'd be able to stack the bins all the way up to the ceiling if you wanted to. You just have to figure out a way to do it. I'm fortunate because where I'm at, I got a big shed and I got a big 5-car garage, so I got plenty of room. Yeah, I got plenty of room to store stuff. I'm just kind of trying to use to maximize my space. Because like I said, if I get 10,000 items listed, I can't have a bunch of big items. I'm trying to get small items. Like I said, like DVDs, video games, Blu-rays, small items that don't take up a lot of space. So that's kind of what I'm working on. So Drew, I've been talking to Joey before the show started. We're talking about we're going to do a reseller thrift battle, and he said ask Drew, said he would be down. So what we're talking about doing is because we all live in Florida, and I live in Tampa. Drew's in Orlando, and Joey he's on the East Coast. So what we're talking about doing, we're going to do a reseller thrift battle, and we're going to like go to a thrift store, and you don't get a bunch of money. You get like $10, $20, and you got like $20, 20 minutes to run into the thrift store, find some cool stuff to resell on eBay, right? And whoever has the highest, of gross numbers or highest profit margin on their items, it advances to the next round. So we're going to have I was talking to Joey, we're going to do like a video, and those old Mortal Kombat games where the guy is like this, he's posing like he's fighting the guy. We're going to have that as a thumbnail, right? And then we're like, the winner between me and Joey is going to face Drew. You down? You want to go? You want to enter? I think it'll be fun.
We have to jump in the air and get a good picture and just be like in the air, like punching each other.
Right. Like it'll be like Liu Kang or something, right? That's what I'm talking about.
I gotta pull up something on my phone to show you guys real quick.
Go ahead.
Ironically, I made a Mortal Kombat video with one of my friends a long time ago on YouTube. It's so crazy, but it's really funny.
Yeah, it's gonna be like reseller Mortal Kombat, right? That's what we're gonna do. And we gotta go to the thrift store and find items to try to flip it out. Dante says I'm driving to Florida for my entry. So we're gonna have Dante will be here too. All right, that sounds awesome, bro. Yeah, when next time you're in Florida, hit me up. We'll hang out. We got me, Joey, Drew is here. We'll have like a little Art Vandalay says face to face WWF style. Hey, Bearded Veteran said just sold a $30 remote. Awesome.
Let's go.
Way to go, bro.
Awesome.
Art Vandalay says thrift battle royal. There we go. Yeah, it'll be awesome. PK says hit the like button. Hey guys, so if you have any questions or about about eBay or reselling, you could drop it in the chat, or if you just want to say hi, you could drop it in the chat. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. So Drew's looking for his.
I can't find the video, but I'll send it to you when I find it.
Okay, cool. So that's what we're thinking about doing. It's going to be like a reseller thrift battle, and whoever wins, like I said, the thumbnail is going to be like, we're going to do like Mortal Kombat. We'll get Joey to do like the Liu Kang thing where he's like shooting stuff out of his arms, right? Or Sub-Zero when he's like shooting that freeze stuff. We'll have to make that like the thumbnail, right? And I'll just be like frozen in place trying to move. So anyways, that's what we're talking about doing. It'll be fun. And I'll message Nurse Flipper and see if I can get her to enter too. She lives just north up in Gainesville. So every time I message her, Nurse Flipper, she lives up in Gainesville, but I mean, she works a full-time job as a nurse, and I think she's been doing reselling, and then she's got like a 2-year-old kid to take care of too. So I don't know if she'll enter, but I'll ask her. I'll send her a message. She says she might come on the show next week and hang out, but I'll ask her and see what she says. She's probably going to be like, Jeff, I'm too busy. Just leave me alone. But she just hit 3,000 subscribers the other day. So
I know, it's awesome.
Yeah. So
what's up? What else, man?
I just wanted to catch the chat real quick. It says Bearded Veteran, it's been a whack-a-mole type of week. Whatever can go wrong will. Congratulations on your remote sell. So yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, man, I've just been working on my 2 eBay stores, and then I'm starting this new project where I try to find replenishable items. So I've been going to the Dollar Tree like once a week and spend like $20 at the Dollar Tree, and I'm trying to find an item that I could spend like $1 and then resell it on eBay. Like we found this item the other day. It was like a shampoo conditioner thing. We paid $1 for it at Dollar Tree, and it resells on eBay for $20. And every time it sells, it's a replenishable item. It just sells over and over and over again. So every time one sells, there's a Dollar Tree literally like right across the street from my house. So whenever it sells, I just walk across the street to the Dollar Tree, grab it, put it in like a little 6x9 padded envelope, put a shipping label on it, and ship it out. And that's kind of, I've been working on that, man. Because if you go there once a week, let's say you spend $20, okay, and you get 20 different SKUs, and you do that every week. If I do that for a year, by the end of the year, I should have 1,000 items that are replenishable items from the Dollar Tree. So even if I pay $1 for it and only sells for $10, it's a replenishable item. So it doesn't take up a ton of space at my house. I'm using the Dollar Tree as my own little warehouse. I don't know if that makes sense to you or not. And then whenever the item sells, there's like 5 Dollar Trees within 10 minutes of my house. One of them's right across the street from my house. So I'm looking for an item that I can make at least a 10x on, where maybe I pay $1 for it and it sells for 10. So you're getting a 10x on your money. And then every time it sells over and over and over and over again, it's a replenishable item. So that's what I've been working on. I don't know if it's going to work yet, but that's what I've been starting my second eBay store to try to create. So we'll see what happens. Hey, Small Town Picker is here. Hey guys, Small Town Picker will be on the show tomorrow at 6:00. So come by and hang out with Small Town Picker if you guys are going to be here. And let's see, Bearded Veteran says, I literally have about 2,000 remotes in my living room to list. And we got Prison to Profit here. He says, great idea. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. So Art Vandalay says, hey, Gail. So, yeah, Small Town Picker will be here. Our first appearance on the show. We'll be here tomorrow at 6:00. So go, yeah, that's the idea, Dante. The Dollar Tree death pile. Go to the Dollar Tree, find an item for $1, try to sell it for $10 or more, and then whenever it sells, you just resell it over and over again. If you watch Chris from Daily Refinement, he did that. He bought some liquid plumber, at the Dollar Tree, and I think he bought 2 of them, right, for $2, and I think he was selling it on eBay for like $16.99 or something for 2 of them, and he already sold 5 or 6 of them already. And every time they would sell, he would just go across the street to the Dollar Tree, put it in a padded or a flat rate box, and ship it off to the customer. So I mean, your buy cost is only $1. So he bought 2 of them, so his buy cost was $2. I think he sold it for $16.99. I don't remember if it was free shipping or not, but the idea is he has replenishable items, and he doesn't have to wait for it to come in the mail. You just go to the go to the Dollar Tree.
Mhm.
So
I've sold quite a few things from the Dollar Tree before. I actually learned about the Dollar Tree from another YouTube channel, Walter Blake Noblock.
Yeah.
He sells a lot on Amazon, but he also does eBay. And he would go to the Dollar Tree and he'd scan books. And he found books at Dollar Tree that were selling for like $50 to $100 on eBay.
Really?
And so he was then going to all the Dollar Trees and buying the books. But I've sold like mugs. You can go to the Dollar Tree and find mugs that say like funny things on them, like "I love my cats," or "Coffee time is the best time." I don't know. They have little sayings on them, and I would buy like 4 mugs, and then I'd pay like $1 for them, obviously, and then I would list them 2 each for $19.99 free shipping or whatever. And I would bearded veteran said there goes the Dollar Tree market. Yeah.
Gail says we're all going to the Dollar Tree after this. Let's raid the Dollar Tree. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
It's okay. No, I'm just saying, like, I've done it before. You can sell stuff. And a lot of people don't realize, I mean, it's not like there's 100 people in the live. So I think there's plenty of Dollar Trees to go around, but food items, Dollar Tree can get like specialty food items or like flavors of foods that are like no longer, they're like limited edition at that point. They end up at the Dollar Tree and you can get like a specific flavor of Gatorade or a specific flavor of Kool-Aid or something like that. And people want those specific flavors, like tropical mango Kool-Aid. You can't find it at Walmart or Target, but you can find it at the Dollar Tree, and people will pay $8.95 for a packet of Kool-Aid, and you can ship it in an envelope with a stamp. You know what I mean? And it's basically like 50 cents to ship. So yeah,
right.
You can flip stuff from Dollar Tree all day.
Yeah, so I like the idea, the concept of doing it. Now, the profit margins may not be huge, but you got to think you're not having 300 cases of Gatorade in your house. Like the Dollar Trees, basically, you're using them as your storage unit, as your warehouse. So, Drew, when you flip some of these consumable items, you have to watch the expiration date on it, right? Like you don't want to grab something that's getting ready to expire, right?
So it depends on what you're selling, because some stuff there's also a sell by date and an expiration date. But I mean, you can sell expired stuff. It's not illegal to sell. You just have to note it in the listing, in the description, that this is expired. Or it was, like, for example, I got these at Walmart, these Hostess pumpkin limited edition cupcakes or whatever. And I paid, I think, $1.99 for them at Walmart, or $2.50. And they're selling for like $22 a box on eBay right now. So,
nice.
But, and I sold, one of my most profitable food items was these, I don't know if either of you guys saw on my Instagram, I shared it for a year, but I got these limited edition voodoo flavored cans of Mountain Dew at Winn-Dixie. I bought them in 12 packs at buy one, get one free for like $5.99. So buy one, get one free. So it ended up being like $3 a 12 pack. And I was selling cans of Mountain Dew for a full year on eBay, one at a time, for $6.99 a can plus $5 shipping. So
awesome.
People were paying $12 for one can of Mountain Dew shipped. And
really?
my cost in them was, I don't remember how many cans I bought, but I mean, my cost in those cans was 5 cents or 10 cents each when you do the math, or however much it was, 10 cents. I think there's 12 cans. No, it might have been 25 cents. Let's just say 25 cents. I had a quarter in each can. So
right.
Yep.
Let me catch the guys in the chat. Art Vandalay says, I was just at the Dollar Tree today. We had a bearded veteran says that he went and found an Xbox One video game there yesterday at the Dollar Tree, paid $1 for it. It sells $20 on eBay. Wendy says the Dollar Tree has Arnold Palmer drink mixes that sell well on eBay. Thanks for the heads up. And vitamins too. And Small Town Picker says, "Can I have one?" I think she was talking about your food item that you were holding up, Drew. We got OBX Picker here in the house. Eric hanging out with us. How you doing, Eric? Thanks for stopping by. I saw your listing challenge that you were doing today, bro. I hope you got a bunch of items listed. So
I just sold a pair of jeans for $55.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Awesome. Yeah, I sold a couple of items when I was on hanging out with Drew on Drew's live stream the other day. I was like, I think I sold a couple of
it seemed like
video
everybody
games.
was selling stuff on my live stream except for me. Like everybody in the comments section was saying they just sold something. I'm like, where's my sales?
Well, the people kept sending you offers and you kept declining them, Drew. That's what the deal was, bro. But yeah, I know. I was like saying, man, I'm going to start hanging out with Drew, coming to his live more often. Every time I go there, we were making sales left and right, Joey. Should have been there, bro. It was crazy. People in the chat were like, I made a sale. Drew was like, where's my sales at? He's like, it's my live stream. Where's my sales? You know?
So Jeff, what about like some type of sock or something you were talking about?
Oh yeah, I told Drew in his live stream the other day. He said that somebody wanted to buy his pair of shoes and his like dirty socks. So I kept messing with Drew in his live stream, and I was like, "Hey, I want to enter the giveaway to get his dirty socks." And Drew was like, "Dude, he's like, I'm not giving you my dirty socks, you late night freaks." He's like, "I'm not doing it, bro." He's like, "I'm not giving you away my dirty socks." I don't know if he knew I was joking, but I didn't really want his socks. I was just joking with him. But everybody in the chat, everybody in the chat was like, "What do you guys want for the giveaway?" And everybody in the chat was like, "Socks."
There's like this weird underground black market on Poshmark and eBay for people who like used and worn underwear and socks, and they'll pay like $50 to $100 for a pair of used soiled socks or underwear. It's so gross.
I never even heard of that. I was just messing with Drew because everybody in the chat on the live stream kept saying, he's like, "What are we going to give away?" He's like, socks. Everybody in the chat was like, "Socks, Drew, socks. We want your dirty socks."
OBX Picker sold 2 items he listed today. Let's go.
Nice.
Awesome, Eric. So Joey, how things been going with your job, man? And what days of the week do you work? Does it change every week or what?
Yeah, so like last week I had the weekend. It was my weekend, so it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then I'll work the whole entire week. So I'll work Monday through Saturday, and then I'll have off Sunday, Monday. So then like let's do this again. So next week I'll be off Sunday, Tuesday. Then the following week I'll be off Sunday, Wednesday. So it kind of just has a flow of how I have off. But that's the flow right now. So like next week I'll have off Sunday and then Monday. So 2 days in a row. So which is nice. So the other day or the last weekend I drove over to Drew and we hung out for the whole day. It was awesome on Friday. And then I hung out with my girl's family the whole rest of the weekend, Saturday, Sunday over in Palm Bay. So it was awesome.
So what did you guys do when you hung out all day? I didn't see the video come out yet because I didn't see it.
No, I got to edit mine, but mine's
edited, but I've been waiting for Joey. I want him to kind of go out at the same time.
Yeah, I'm gonna edit mine tonight probably. But we just hung out, man. We've come to the conclusion where it's just fun just to hang out, and we're literally like he's like a best friend to me now. So like we call each other every day. Like I'm like, Drew, what are you doing? Let's go. And like we just talk on the phone for a little bit while I'm working. But it's just like a new best friend, and I'm gonna have friendship forever. So it's definitely pretty cool.
Awesome, that's cool.
Forever.
All right, so I got a question for you, Joey. When you're doing your post office route, do you have to deliver these packages? Do you just work an 8-hour shift, or you have to work till everything gets delivered, or how does that work? Do you just say, "Hey, I have to work an 8-hour shift," and then you clock out and go home, or do they make you stay and work a 10 or 12-hour shift, or is it busier during the holidays? Like, explain how does that work? Because not everybody is a friendly local post office worker.
Local
Go ahead.
Mailman.
Yeah, mailman. Yeah, your local mailman. Right.
So basically, like. At first, when I first started, I'm like the guy who is like, I'm a fill-in guy. So like I'll do a route and then I'll go help people and then like help people and help. But now since I'm a regular, I have my own route. So you can pick like you want to be on the 8-hour list or you want to be on the 10-hour list or the 12-hour list. So like basically what I do, there's another section where you can work assignment. And what work assignment means is if you have overtime on your route, you're allowed to have overtime. But you can't help anyone else. So, I've I've taken a step back because I was on the 12-hour list, like just to make overtime. But now since I'm doing eBay and YouTube, I've taken time off from work and I've been putting more time into eBay and YouTube to try to grow that as much as I can. So I'm working very minimum at work. So I'll work basically an 8-hour shift. But right now, like the political mail is crazy. So, voting, I don't want to talk politics, but, just all the political mail, bunch of that's going out right now. So it's just a lot of work. Bunch of reading names. But, after that, then it's Christmas. So like, literally it's just, Black Friday will be here, later than you know it. And, people are going to be ordering online because of the coronavirus.
Bro, Walmart has already put out lists of their Black Friday deals, and they've got a 55-inch plasma screen TV for $188.
Wow.
It's going to be madness this year, especially if people are going to order online.
Yeah.
UPS and FedEx aren't going to be able to handle it, I'm telling you. It's going to be nuts.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. I just wanted to say hi to Julie and the Bearded Thrift Machine for coming by and hanging out. And we had Art Vandelay and Small Town Picker. She says best friends forever. So I was going to ask you guys, are you guys going to be out shopping this year for Black Friday? Are you going to go out there and fight the crowds and look for deals to resell on eBay? Or are you going out this year or no?
No, I don't like that kind of stuff. I kind of do you?
I have been out in the past. I don't know if I'm going to go out this year or not, but I am going to look online. I find deals like retail arbitrage deals. I just ordered, it's in the mail right now, ordered these 200 DVDs that are new in the shrink wrap, and I paid like 50 cents a piece for them, and I'm having them mailed to my house. And then I resell them on eBay for at least $10 a piece and more. Some of them sell for $15, $20. But you have to think, if you sell them for $10 a piece times 200, that's $2,000 worth of merchandise. And they all have barcodes. So it's very easy to scan a barcode, hit sell similar, and then I'll put the stock photo on there. So that's what I'm waiting for it to come in the mail. I ordered it on eBay from like Oregon or something, and it's shipping media mail. So I'm waiting for it to come in the mail. And but yeah, I'm going to try to look for some arbitrage deals, whether it's on eBay or Amazon or in person. If I see some deals, I'll go out and grab it. Because especially some video games, man. There's video games you can grab at Target or Walmart for like $20 on Black Friday, and you can turn around and resell them on eBay for $50, $60.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. So
I'm not much of a retail arbitrage guy myself, so I need to, consider that for Q4, but a lot of retail arbitrage people are these massive Amazon sellers, and they're so competitive. Like it's like the competition with the sports cards. Like you can't walk into a Walmart and just find sports cards anymore because everyone's buying them to resell. So like these Amazon people know when Walmart's getting deliveries, and they have it like already pre-ordered on Walmart.com. So when it shows up, they're already sold out before it even gets there. Like Bearded Picker on YouTube. He's got like, I think somewhere between 80 to 100,000 subscribers. And he does a lot of that retail arbitrage stuff. He like knows when stuff's coming out on certain days, and he goes and buys all of it and then sells it on Amazon. So like, unless you're ahead of the game, like someone like him, sometimes it's even hard to walk in and find those deals because there's already Amazon sellers that are jumping on it. So I got to learn more about retail arbitrage. That's one thing that I haven't really focused on much in my reselling business.
Well, I don't know if they're going to put a limit on how many items that you can buy, but I mean, I'll definitely go there. If you look on the Black Friday ads on the big Sunday paper, they tell you all the deals they have on the Black Friday, or you can Google it and you go to like Target, Best Buy, Walmart, you can get like $60 video games for like $20 out the door. And you could go and list them on your eBay phone and list them and immediately start shipping them out. Like, for example, NBA 2K21, I think just came out recently. And so think about right after Black Friday, you could go in and buy 10 copies of them, let's say for $20 a piece, spend $200, and then try to turn around and resell them for $60 online. Because it's brand new in a shrink wrap. There's nothing wrong with it. So, I mean, if you did that, you'd be making pretty good margins there. So I'm going to go out and look. I don't know how many copies I'm going to get. I don't know if they limit like 2 per customer, but I'm going to go look around and see if there's any deals out there to be had. Because worst case scenario, if you don't, you got new items new in the shrink wrap, and it's, it's not going to expire. It's still going to be good. So I don't want to miss everybody in the chat. We got Okada. I don't know if I said your name properly. Says I'm a 13-year-old reseller. Yeah, I think I've seen you on Daily Refinement's channel. So hey. Yeah, he says Yeah.
Looks like by the little thumbnail on his picture, it says Ochakdi or something.
Yeah,
Anyway.
Ochakdi. I don't know if I said your name correctly or not, but I apologize. Yeah. Wendy says after you get a gun in your face on Black Friday, it's not worth shopping anymore. I'll shop online to the smaller stores. Well, I understand. I've been held up in gunpoint before, so you got to stay safe out there. But I mean, if I'm already at a place, because they have Walmarts that are open 24 hours or whatever, or they did before the virus hit. So I'll go in and look around and see if I can find anything. President Prophet says,
TED Talk. That's pretty cool. I was just looking at his page. Ochakdi. He did he did a TED Talk. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Wow. President Prophet says, that's crazy. So what is your guys' plan for coming up for Q4? Are you going to list more items, or what's the game plan?
List, baby. That's the only way you're going to make money.
Yeah.
Let's go, Joey. Let's go. List.
Let's go.
You're gonna start getting messages in your Instagram. It's gonna be me and Drew, and it's not even gonna say, "Hey, how you doing? How's your day?" It's just gonna be, "Let's go, Joey. List." That's what. So that'll be the whole message, bro.
I know.
I'll give you guys a little sneak peek. I'm gonna throw out sometime probably in December. I haven't figured out everything yet. I'm choking. Hold on.
Drew, you okay, man?
I'm sorry, I was just choking on something.
We'll be right back after this commercial break.
I'm going to put out a challenge probably sometime in December and do a listing challenge. And I'm going to either go live, or I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. But if somebody can list more than me, then there's going to be a prize. And no one's going to list more than me.
Oh.
Oh, come on, dude. I don't think you got it wrong. I list like 100 items a day, Drew. So I don't think you're going to be able to. And OBX Picker, he lists like 80 or 100 items a day too. So if you go hang out and watch his video, he'll sit there for like 8 hours and just list. But but listing is awesome, man. I mean, either way, whether you win or lose, you're still winning by listing items, right? That's the whole idea.
That's the point of it, is to get people to list.
So, yeah, I was hanging out in your guys' live yesterday. I was in the background listing while you guys were listing. So I was hanging out with you guys. Yeah. So, Drew, how many platforms are you selling on? President Prophet said challenge accepted. He said he's ready for you, bro.
Let's go, Dante. Let's go. I'm on 5 platforms right now. So eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Depop, and Facebook Marketplace.
Okay, well, explain your strategy though when you're talking about on these multiple platforms, because I've seen you, I think, on Instagram or your videos, and you'll show like your sales you had over the weekend on like 5 different platforms. So explain a little bit about how you do your process through it. You do like multi. Small Town Picker said Joey would win for the least.
Hey, I got a participation trophy.
I appreciate.
Oh my gosh! So, explain how you do your thing where you you multi-list on multi-platforms. Explain how you do that, Drew.
So I do it all manually. I don't use any cross-posting apps or anything like that. So it just depends on the item. Like, I have certain items that get listed on certain platforms. So I don't cross-list every single item to all 5 platforms. Because like Poshmark, you can't sell electronics and video games on Poshmark. It's for clothing mainly and household goods. So all clothing goes on eBay, and then it goes on Poshmark. And then if it's a vintage clothing item, it goes on my Depop store. If it's a jersey, or if it's like a higher, more expensive item, then I'll put it on Mercari as well. And then electronics and video games go on eBay, Mercari, and Facebook Marketplace, and so on and so forth. So like I have certain categories that go on certain platforms, but I'm always cross-listing to at least 1 or 2.
So how has your sales been this year, Drew?
They've been good. They've been strong. The last week has been a little bit off, I guess you could say, but I mean, I'm still making sales daily, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah, and you're listing daily too. So so explain your process when you're going out sourcing and listing, because I always feel like every time I talk to you, Drew, I don't know why, but I always feel like there's something that Drew's not telling us. I don't know why or what it is, but I always feel like he has some kind of a secret up his sleeve that he hasn't told anybody. And I don't know what it is. I just know that I just know as far as reselling goes, he has like some type of skills or something that he keeps under his hat that he's not telling everybody about what he's doing. Now, I'm not mad at you, Drew. I'm just saying, like, you have your multiple platforms, and I always feel like there's something that's going on behind the scenes that he hadn't told us about. He has some kind of special tricks that he does or something, man. So, oh yeah, and I want to ask you. I saw.
There's a secret.
Go ahead.
There is a secret. You want to know what it is?
It's called list more items.
It's hard work, baby.
That's
it's
exactly
hard work. It's putting in the work that nobody else wants to do. You know, everybody loves to source, everybody loves to pick, everybody loves to find treasures, but nobody, I wouldn't say nobody, but I would say, like, I haven't met anybody through Instagram or YouTube that loves the process of reselling more than I do. From finding it to cleaning it, to listing it, to packing it, to organizing it, to shipping it. Like, I love the process of reselling start to finish. And I always hear people complaining about, I wish I could hire somebody to list for me. I wish I could hire someone to take pictures for me. You have to love the whole process. And I say it in almost every video or live stream. You have to love the process if you want to be full-time. And I absolutely love it. I mean, I love, like, if you looked at my office right now, it looks like it's a mess. You can't really see it, but it's because, like, I'm on my grind right now. Like, I'm fixing a GameCube on my desk. I've got some stuff in this corner I got to list. I got my receipts right here. I got some pots and pans I got to finish cleaning to list. I got all this printer ink that I got from this free deal that I just listed that I got to bring to my storage unit. I got shoes in the back that I'm going to be cleaning tonight and listing. Like, I just love the process. And there's just nothing else. There's no secret, like a real secret. The secret is just hard work. Like, I'm willing to put in the work that other people aren't willing to do. Not that there's others that aren't willing to do it, but I'm willing to stay up till 4 a.m. and do listings. You know what I mean? I'm willing to, buy dirty shoes and clean them for a profit, where some people think that's beneath them. I'm willing to go to the bins and pull clothing for cheap so I can sell it for high profit. I'm willing to cross post onto Poshmark. Like, the jeans that I sold for $55, I had them on eBay and Poshmark, and they sold on Poshmark. So, if I only listed them on eBay, those would still be a listed item in my store right now. But I just made another $55 in gross sales because I had it on another platform that was available for somebody to buy. So it's just hard work, man.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, I try to list items every day, even if it's only 50 items. Like, my goal right now is 100, but if you can only do, you just do what you can do, Yeah. So yeah,
I'm in a different position in life. Like, not everybody can be full-time. Like, Joey has a job. So, like, everybody's in a different position. So I'm not, like, downplaying, anybody's lifestyle, but you got to want it, man. If you want to make sales, you got to want it.
Right. I understand. I just posted something today on my YouTube channel, and it said something about you have to do things today that others don't do, so you'll have things tomorrow that others won't have. So it basically means you just got to buckle down and work. Even if you're tired, even if you don't feel good, you got to buckle down and put the work in, and the results are going to come. So, hey, we've been streaming for 52 minutes now, so I want to ask both of you guys, give me your top 3 tips for reselling. Joey, you first. Give me your top 3 tips to help somebody. It don't matter if they're part-time, full-time, all the time. Just give me your 3 tips for reselling on eBay. All
right. So my top 3 tips of reselling on eBay or basically any platform is, a lot of people don't talk about rest. Definitely, I feel like resting is definitely a big part of what you do. And, maybe even eating properly. Just to get that energy going, making sure you're drinking water. That's a big thing in my life. I'm very, very to that. But just staying healthy is probably the main thing. Number 2 is to list. Even though I'm working full time, I at least list once a day, no matter what it is. I'm really excited about this new process that Drew is talking to me about. Instead of going, thrifting, buying more stuff, I'd rather just take pictures of 5 things and list them on my lunch break. So even if you have to buckle down and do something like that, I would definitely, do something like that because, I'm full time. If there's more, people out there that are full-time workers and, I don't have time to list, well, boom, right there, you have time, even if you have a 10-minute break at work, take a picture of a couple things. It only takes a couple seconds, clean that item, prepare items, get things ready, I have a sign that I bought from Goodwill and it says, do it now. Don't wait until, you have a big death pile or something like that. take the time and actually do it. Don't talk about it, do it. So
that's exactly why we took our trip to go see Harry Tornado.
Exactly.
Like we were both talking about it. Like, man, it would be so cool to meet up with other YouTubers and do all this stuff. And I messaged Joey. I'm like, bro, let's do it.
Yeah.
And then we did it. It was just so cool.
And number 3, I would say list smarter. Going into Goodwill or a flea market or wherever you go thrifting, look up comps. I preach that to my girl because she's into it now. She says, Joey, is this good? I have no idea, but your phone can tell you everything. It's an encyclopedia. This thing will tell you absolutely everything. Take the time, look up comps. If there's 30 listed and only 2 sold in the last 90 days, that's not something that you want to pick up, so really think smart and don't waste your money on items that, potentially won't sell and you're holding on to it, so that's what I got to say. So hopefully that was some good tips there.
All right, cool. Drew, what you got for us today, bro?
I mean, I would say list. Those are my 3 tips. It's just, but if I had to like really give tips, I would say the first one is don't make excuses. People can make excuses for everything. There's not enough good items in my area. Thrift stores are bad. I don't have.
We were talking about that on the phone today.
Yeah.
While we were talking today. So
yeah, just don't make excuses. You can make an excuse for everything in your life. You can find a reason to be upset that things aren't selling or whatever. Don't make excuses. Find solutions. That would be tip number 1. The second one is learn new things. People are always saying like, oh, I'd sell clothing, but I don't sell anything else or whatever. Like learn new categories, watch YouTube videos, start looking up stuff when you're in Goodwill. Like if you're normally a clothing and shoe reseller, go to the electronics section and look up a VCR and you'll be surprised by you're buying shirts for $1.99 and selling them for $20 on eBay and Poshmark. You can buy a VHS DVD combo unit for $8.99 and sell it for $150.
Yeah.
So broaden your horizons on categories if things aren't selling for you, and then cross list, I would say would be the last tip. If you're not cross listing and sales are slow, start cross listing, get on new platforms, and see if you can make money there. It takes extra work, but it's worth it. Like I make a lot of extra money selling on Poshmark, Mercari, Depop, and Facebook Marketplace, which is why I don't really share my eBay numbers, because my eBay numbers aren't a accurate depiction of how much money I'm actually making, because I sell on multiple platforms. So, and
then one more thing, Drew is a big hustler, and me and Drew have the same mindset. When I'm at work working for the post office, I work hard. Like I'm one of the hardest workers. I feel like I'm not saying I'm better than Drew or Drew's better than me, but me and him, we just link together, and you hang out with the people who are successful, and you want to do the right things. And that's why I hang out with Drew, because he pushes me and I push him in other ways. And, we talk on the phone a lot, and, just motivating each other and just, getting things going, because he has a family to provide for. I have things that I want to take care of. I got things that I want to do at 30 years old that other people just can't do, so I want to do things smarter and not harder, so I'm really excited for the future, just for us, for anything, even for you, Jeff. You have something really great going for you. I love when you do these lives, even if you have to sit in your car, you're doing it, man. Like I appreciate you making that hustle and doing your thing, because other people aren't. And, that's what the grind takes,
guys. I'm with you. You just got to put the work in. I was out today at his pawn shop, and I picked up this DVD, and it was something about, it was a Dinesh D'Souza DVD, like Where Hillary's America or whatever, right? So I grabbed it. I paid 50 cents for it. It sells on eBay for $20. But if you guys just go out and list, if you go out and get merchandise every day, you list every day, you ship your items every day, and you reinvest the money in your store, it's going to grow and it's going to expand. I was talking to Chris from Daily Refinement the other day. He has 10,000 items in his eBay store. He's doing over $1,500 a day in sales on eBay, $1,500 a day. And he's, that's not counting money he makes from YouTube or anything else. That's just from his eBay store. So if you guys are willing to work and hustle and put the work in, it took him 4 years to get to 10,000 items. It didn't happen overnight. He's been working on it for 4 years. So as long as you guys put the work in and you reinvest your money back into your store and you're not afraid of listing and shipping, your store is going to grow. But it compounds. It happens gradually. It happens little by little by little by little by little. And every week you make a little bit of progress and you'll be there. It's not going to happen overnight. But if you just keep putting the work in, you're going to get there. I just want to say hi to everybody in the chat real quick before we let you go. We got Vintage Vagabond Vins here. We had Mississippi Gypsy, says make extra on Poshmark and Macari. We had Girl Hustle here. Thanks for coming by. We had Art Vandalay. Small Town Picker, thanks for coming by. I'll see you tomorrow at 6 o'clock, Small Town Picker. And Prison of Profit was here. And Wendy and OBX Picker. So go ahead.
There's just another person here named Tom. They were just saying,
oh,
hey.
Tom? Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry if I overlook somebody.
Yeah,
and
no
I wanted
problem.
to say hi to Bearded Thrift Machine. Thanks for coming out, guys. If I overmissed you guys in the chat, I apologize. So, hey, guys, we've been live streaming for an hour now. I'm going to let these guys go. And what do you guys have to say, right? List, right?
Right. Let's go.
All right, guys. Let's go, guys. Y'all have a good evening, and I'll see you tomorrow at 6 o'clock with Small Town Picker. You guys have a great night. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.